If you're a beginner photographer, I'm almost 100% sure that you are making at least half of the mistakes I'm going to tell you about today. And if that's the case, you're not gonna be able to make a living from your camera. So please don't get triggered by anything I'm going to talk about today, because 15 years ago when I started in photography, I did many of these mistakes as well, so it's quite normal. And I want to be brutally honest with you, because otherwise you are not going to learn. I need to be honest with you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything, because that's the way you are going to grow. I didn't have anyone to tell me things face to face right away, so I couldn't learn properly. So I'm always gonna be very honest, for good and for bad. So please, this being said, don't get triggered, because it's totally normal, everything I'm going to talk about today. And please, 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 let's open the conversation down below and comment if you are making any of these mistakes, because this is the way we support each other in this community, and we can help each other grow and laugh at our mistakes. It's kind of discouraging many times, and it doesn't have to be discouraging if we have support and we have community. So please comment below about these things, because I do believe it's gonna help a lot. And if you're new here, I'm a professional photographer and creative director, and I left Spain more than 11 years ago to pursue my dreams as a photographer in London. I couldn't speak a word of English. I didn't know anyone. I was sharing a hostel room with 15 people, and obviously I didn't have a job. So after many dramas and many mistakes and many stories to tell, to be honest, I managed to become a full-time freelance photographer and creative director, which is insane, but it did cost me years. And after that, just a few months ago, I moved to Bali, because I have learned how to monetize my photography skills online, and now I'm able to be a remote photographer. So I have the best of both worlds, shooting with clients and also earning money online with my photography. So if you want to do the same, subscribe to my channel, because I help you to do this on a weekly basis with my videos, and click the bell button to be notified, because otherwise the algorithm is not going to show you the videos. And the first mistake would be that you are just terrified and too scared to charge for a fee when you are a beginner. And I understand if you don't have quality at all. I always tell you that you have to build a portfolio and you have to do collaborations and work for free, and that's totally fine. But I do online mentorships with many of you face to face, and all of you have already a little bit of quality, and you are not charging yet because you are too scared, because you never know when you stop being a beginner. You always have this mentality of being a beginner, and you never charge. Until you break the ice, you're not gonna be able to get paid. So you do have to break that ice, okay? You are able to charge at least a little bit, so you start to be confident. And I do have a private community where I share exclusive videos with you, with all my incredible supporters of my channel, in exchange for just 2 coffees per month. And you're gonna be able to have more content from me and free resources to help you make a living with your camera. And time ago, I did a video where I tell you what to say when a client tells you that you are too expensive. So go check it out if you are a supporter, because this is going to help you a lot. Being a photographer is not just about taking good photos. You have to learn how to treat with clients, because otherwise it's gonna be very hard for you to make money with photography. And if you are not a supporter yet, I'm gonna put a link below so you can check it out and see what I share there, and you can judge if it's for you or not. And you have some free resources as well, even if you don't join. And some of these mistakes are Instagram related and some are website related. But both are equally important, because both act as your portfolio. Instagram, not really, but you have to have a very clean Instagram. So that's why I'm gonna mention what I'm going to mention. So the first mistake would be on Instagram, putting in the bio, DM for collabs. I don't know how many times I saw this already, so please don't do it. So the ants are eating me alive, just so you know. This is the reality of living in Bali. They are like climbing on my legs. Anyway, so yeah, what I was saying is that in the bio, don't put DM for collabs. Shit. Don't say DM for collabs in your Instagram bio, because you are making obvious that you work for free. Don't do that. I'm not telling you to don't do collabs. You should do collabs 100%. I still do them when they're interesting for me. But don't put it on your Instagram because you are literally saying, I work for free, please come to me. No, don't do that. Do it via DM and you approach them, but don't put it there publicly for everyone to see, okay? Don't do that. The next mistake, it's also quite similar. It's basically adding in your Instagram bio, amateur photographer. I don't know why you do this. Well, I know why you do this. And it's basically because you lack of self-confidence and because your pictures are not good enough yet, you justify it putting in your bio, amateur photographer. Don't do this. People are gonna see your quality. That's it. Because many of you had this on your bio and I could tell some of you had quality enough. And you shouldn't put you're an amateur because you have quality enough. But we self-sabotage, I know how it is. Imposter syndrome happens all the time, all the freaking time, no matter the experience. And I know how it is, but don't put amateur photographer. Put your niche and that's it. Nobody needs to know you are an amateur, okay? So that's another mistake you should avoid. And this goes for your website as well. You should have an About Me section. I always help you in my mentorships to build your website, to help you to convert clients, because I see so many mistakes out there. And in the About Me, this is a mistake everyone does, me included when I started, because we love to be poetic. We say, I love photography, I find beauty in the colors and shooting with my camera, and I love working with people. Who cares about that? If you do photography, everyone knows it's because you love photography. You have to go straight to the point and tell them how you can help them. If you want as a reference, don't copy it, please. Use your own words. But as a reference, check out my website. I'm gonna put it here to see what I put. So I write my website according to my potential clients. But you have to tell them how you can help them and why they should hire you. Don't say that you love shooting with humans and you love nature, because nobody cares. And that's such a beginner mistake. So please be professional and tell them how you can help them. This backdrop, it's amazing. So green and so beautiful and so Balinese. Okay, so the next mistake would be, and if you follow me for a while, you are so tired of this, and I will keep saying it, I'm sorry, because this is a huge mistake I keep seeing over and over and over, and it's not having a professional website. I don't know what are you waiting for, because having a website nowadays, it's nothing. It's incredibly affordable in compared to 15 years ago. I spent so much money in websites many years ago, and I was a total beginner. I was terrible at shooting, and I had it because I knew the importance of it. And some of you are like, Instagram, Instagram, Instagram. Instagram is not your portfolio. Of course, you have to have an Instagram and very well presented, and it's going to help you immensely to connect with clients. So you have to have it, okay? But your website is your presentation card, basically, because you're gonna be able to have your own branding, your own personal email, which is incredibly important. Don't have a Gmail account or Hotmail account, because it's not professional. I receive emails from Gmail accounts and I don't open them because I know straight away it's not from companies or freelancers with a proper business. So please have a website because it's going to help you a lot to look professional. And nowadays they are incredibly affordable, as I said. The one I use is Squarespace, but any website is very good nowadays. If you want to take a Squarespace, I'm gonna have a free trial below if you want to check it out, and you can browse the templates and you can see how easy it is. It doesn't have to be intimidating because you don't have to have any clue about graphic design to do a website nowadays. You pick a template, you swap the photos and you swap the text, and it's done, and it's super affordable, and this is super professional. So please don't skip this part. And the next mistake, it's going to trigger a few of you, but I don't care because I want to help you. So no offense here. We have different opinions, but I'm gonna have to be harsh because otherwise you're not gonna grow. So the mistake I keep seeing is that some of you are refusing to get into social media, to get into video, and to learn AI tools. Yes, I'm against AI because I think it sucks. It's gonna remove so many jobs, okay? But I don't think it's gonna kill photography in any way. This is a topic for another video. But you have to keep learning, you have to get into social media. I don't care how, okay, but you have to do it because it's the best marketing tool. Thanks to social media, is how you're gonna grow your business from the scratch, because it's how you're gonna be discoverable online when you are just starting. So you have to learn new things and you have to push through like I did. I never thought I would be on YouTube, and now here I am. And it opened so many jobs for me because I receive a lot of client work because of my YouTube channel, because people find me. So you have to do the same. If you don't wanna do YouTube, I respect that, of course. Do Instagram Reels, short form content, because it's easy. Get into social media and learn. And there is a platform I always recommend on my channel because I use it constantly to learn new things in the creative industry, which is Skillshare. They are sponsoring to this video, and Skillshare is the biggest online learning community where you can learn everything you want about the film industry, the photography industry, about marketing, freelancing, being remote. You have so many classes there for you to be able to keep up with everything. I did learn over there how to edit my YouTube videos, and I've been doing a learning path about productivity systems with Ali Abdal, which has been great for my business because when you are a freelancer, everything can get super messy, so that learning path was great. Learning paths are selected courses that, taken in order, you can go from beginner to pro in a specific topic. So it makes things even way easier for you. And today, to the first 500 people that click the link below, you're gonna get a free month free trial of Skillshare, which means that you're gonna be able to do all the courses you want during that month totally for free. So you don't have an excuse because you're gonna start anytime and you have the whole month to be able to do the courses. And then if you decide to stay there, it's very, very affordable. I think it's worth it, but at least for now, go check the trial because it's going to help you a lot. How are you getting on? So much information, and it's almost 6 o'clock here in Bali, and the sunset, it's going to happen in 10 minutes. So I'm running out of light, but I'm shooting with the Sigma f1.4, so it's very bright. I always put the gear below, by the way, because so many of you ask me about my gear for photography and video. I do have it on my website, but I always put below how I recorded the video, everything I use, because I think it's very useful. So go check it out later if you want. Anyway, I have 2 mistakes left. There are many more, but otherwise this video would be too long. But the next one, it's Instagram and website related. And it's basically mixing photos in your portfolio that are good and bad. I know you feel you don't have a portfolio and you want to put more photos there. Don't put them if they're average. This is a huge mistake and everyone does it. I did it as well, okay? Because I didn't have enough photos and I felt like I needed to fill my Instagram and my website with photos, right? No, that's super wrong. It's better to have 3 very good photos than having 3 good photos and then 7 average. Why? Because when someone is gonna look at your work, they're gonna judge you as an amateur photographer right away. Because they're not gonna be checking which one is good. If you have only 3, you're gonna be, Laura, it's just 3, it's not enough. It is. It's better to put 3 very good ones and let the potential client wanting to see more because they are very good, than having a mix of bad ones and the client is gonna step back from your website or your Instagram account and that's it, it's not gonna come back. Even if you get better after a year, they're not gonna come back because they already checked you out. Less, it's more. Please remember this because a small portfolio with very good photos is gonna make you look good. And the last mistake would be lacking confidence when shooting with clients. This is mainly when you are a portrait photographer or you are shooting fashion photography, basically when you work with people, right? So many of you are terrified, and let me tell you, I still get terrified many times when the project is big. But not as before. Why? Because I put myself in such uncomfortable situations that now I'm used to it. I did food photography and I was getting paid for it when I had no freaking clue about doing food photography. So of course I was nervous the day before. It's like, how I'm gonna do this, how I'm gonna do that, because problems happen during the photo shoots when you are not experienced. But that's why after doing all sorts of photography in London, I became super good at it, and now when I'm going to shoot, I'm not nervous because I know what I'm doing. I'm full of confidence because I trust my skills. After 11 years in London, going through hell, learning, not being able to sleep at night the day before the photo shoot because I was terrified. So this is going to happen to you. But You have to get out of your comfort zone, like they say, and magic happens outside your comfort zone. So this is going to help you a lot. And I do have a video I shared long time ago on my YouTube channel, I'm gonna put it somewhere here, where I tell you how you can get more confidence when shooting with clients. Again, thank you so much for being here. Subscribe to my channel if you didn't yet, and like the video because it helps me a lot. And I will see you very soon. Mwah. Big love from Bali.